So we've just seen how we can create this new branch. So I did have create this new branch that is called, as you see in my terminal, that is called git branch list. So at my git branch list, and I'm checked out in this like Morgan new branch. Now, what do I need to do? What I want to do, remember you have some code here, and maybe I want to do some modification. Oh, my time I'm doing good as well. It was a very pleasant day. It was a very pleasant day. It was a very pleasant day. So you can do it like this. It was a very pleasant day. You save in your file. No, it's going to work the same as we did before. We're in a new branch, but it works all the same as in the master branch. So I will do my get status. Always do get status. So my get status told me like, oh, you were in this branch. So get status is very nice with us. It tell me, oh, this file has been modified, etc. And you also have like track files that just like file you don't really care about. So we have this modified text file, so I add it. So it's in staging, now I add the modification I've done, and now I can do git commit, add details on the day, and I have in my branch details one file change to insertion. Now we've seen that we can do afterwards the commit, we can do some git push. But as seen before with the git push, I need to do, the git push is not working as you've seen here. I need to say git push set upstream origin Morgan new branch. Why? I can explain you one detail, but the simple explanation is that this new branch doesn't exist here. Here, I can just use this master branch that, you know, I did some commit just before. So how would it work? I would do like, okay, I would do this one, set upstream origin. So as we did before for the master branch, to tell them, hey, you need to look there. I obviously need to put my password. I think I messed up a bit with the, I messed up a bit the password. So now it's telling me, I counting stuff, whatever, it creating a pull request, whatever. So I have like total PAQs, so it works. So I have my new branch called Morgan new branch, and I should be able to see it here now. So here I see that I have two branch. So I have this like Morgan new branch, and in this Morgan new branch, I see my stuff. So Morgan new branch, if I go in git initiation, I have my text file, and I've seen this like it was a very pleasant day, right? Because I'm here, this Morgan new branch. If I go back to my master branch, I don't have this answer. So here in my repo, I'm able to see, selecting if I want to be Morgan, I have this, it was a very pleasant day. But if I go back to my branch master, I don't have this answer, it was a very pleasant day. So I see that this file exists in two states. I have two versions of it in my GitHub. So we see this version control. I'm able to have several versions of it in the same thing. And I can switch easily from this one to this one. Morgan new branch I can do. So I can see the history of it. The history of it, if I look at it, is I add details on the day that I did 2 minutes ago. So if I look at this commit, I see the parent is E5. So I see that the parent of this commit is the one from before. And when I go my small modification, oh, it's there, right? What parent? I see B. And this one, yeah, I don't really see E5, which is my branch, basically. So here, so I see like the list of all my commit there, for the file, etc., etc., etc. So this is how it works, and I can see like browse the repository, etc. So we have different stuff to do. And I can do view, etc. And I see how it looks at this point, you know? And if you want to look how the code was working at that moment, you just go there and you see how the code was working. So this is what we made before. Just know I'm in a new branch on my stuff. So this is just adding a new commit with a new name. So this is what we've done. So here we have our code, and then it asks us to do some compare and pull request, but this we're going to see after what it means. It could also be that, I'm in this new branch, I do like view all branches. I can also open a branch from there. So usually you never do that. You never open a branch from there, but you're just going to do it for learning. So I will set this new branch, and this new branch will be called test branches online. And I will create this branch. So I'm creating a new branch with also going from master, and it's called text new branch online. Then if I'm going there, here, and I do my git branch list, I will see master and Morgan new branch. So I will not be able to see this new branch because she just exists online, and I haven't said to my local repository, please update with what's happening online, right? It just tell me, hey, this is happening only online, and this is only happening on your computer. If you don't tell them to update together, this is not happening. That's what we did. So they update together when we did this comment with the setup screen origin. It means, it's gonna go, I'm gonna push, it's gonna go on this repo as a server, and it's gonna work. So this branch, test branch online, is not appearing there. So how can I be like, I have some branch? So in real world, it will not be something that you create online, but it could be a branch that your colleague have created or your team have created. So for this, if you collaborate with a team, it's very common to use this repository, and you will work with different branch or branch that some of your colleague created. He's asking you for help, and you will need to go in his branches. So sometime you will need maybe to fetch the content of all branches. So for this, you will do git fetch all. So it's a command that we just do like git fetch all. I need to put my password, obviously. So this is how it's gonna work. And you see, I have a new branch, test branch online. So now when I'm gonna do git branch, when I'm gonna do git branch A, I'm gonna see it here, test branch online. I'm seeing my 3 branch there. So they're here. So I do my git fetch all, and then they appear. And then I can do my git checkout. Git checkout. Name of the branch was test branch online. So now I can check out in this branch online, and I switch to it. So when I would do git branch list, I will see that I have here my new one. So here, how would I use this? So let's say my colleague has been working in this test branch online thing. He has been doing some change, and he's like, hey, Morgan, I need some help. Can you go to these branches? So I did some work. I did some work in this branch called Morgan new branch locally. I'm working on whatever my code, and my colleague is like, hey, Morgan, can you help me in this code? I have some difficulties. I don't want to give up the state of my code. So somehow we just, saving in a code is like, I add my file, I commit, I push, so it's all good, all sorted. And then after I do all of this, I first need to do all of this, If I just switch branches and I'm not committing and pushing my stuff, it's lost. I mean, there is a way to save it, but we don't see that here. And it's easy to just add your file, commit them, push them, so you're all up to date. And then when it's saved, you switch, So it's a bit like a text document, You're writing something, you don't just want to quit without saving. So in a code, it's the same. You just add, commit, push. So you do this. Your commit is created, right? And the push too. And then your colleague is like, hey, can you help me in this code? So what you will do like, okay, you fetch your branch from online. So as seen here, you're able to see the branch, and then you can check out to his branch, and you can get his stuff. So the other command is called git pull. And basically when we do git pull, it will be, oh, I'm getting the code from that branch, but we did git fetch before. But Perl is going to be like, okay, you write some code, I need to be up to date with what you write, maybe did some change in the meantime. So you'll do git Perl, and this git Perl will be like, okay, I clearly was able to get the code from his code. So in my local machine, I will have the code that he was having, and then it's good, right? I have my code and I can work help him. I will add some stuff, and then I will commit, add, commit, push, and I will be able to go back to my work. But I will be able to work on my local machine with the code he created it. So that's the power of branching somehow. It's like, oh, he has his code, and I have my code, and it's good. You know, he has this code, me, I was working there, and I'm able to go there and work in this state here. And maybe then I'm going to go back there. So that's very something that we do. So to recap, I'm going to go again through the different things that we've seen how to navigate. When I created a branch, I do either git branch with the name of the branch, we create a new branch, or I do git checkout -b, the name of my new branch. Is it just for creating one or creating and going to the branch? Then I can, when I want to check how much branch I have, I do this git branch plus a list of things. So this is how it works. Git branch, the list. Then I have this stuff when I want to delete them with force delete or normal delete, the small d, or force delete capital D. Or I can also change the name of my branch, which is not the most important feature to remember now. And now I see that I can go to like remote branches. So in remote branches might be needed if we collaborate with a team. As explained, your colleague might have done some work and you want to be able to work with the bases your colleague built. So first you will need to fetch the content of the branches with this git fetch command, and then you go in this branch and you're able to do some code. So that's what I just show you here with the command line. So when I do git status, I see I'm in the branch test branch origin. And now I want to go back master, and then also maybe going to go back to my Morgan branch. What's the name? Morgan new branch. So now I'm in my new branch, and where I've made a modification, right? Because I've added this stuff. And these changes are able to track them online. I mean, as well, if I pushed. So I see I have my different branch, Morgan new branch, test branch online. Test branch online was creating from master, so it's just in this state. And I see in the different branches how my file is working. So this is how branch work. It's just the same code, could be different files, a different version of mine. So what can happen now? The question is, how do we keep all of this workable, clean, organized? You all can ask me the question. It's good. I create some branch. My colleague is creating some other branch. There is some from the past. We are a team with 20 people working on the same code. How do we keep it clean, workable, and organized? That is a big question. There are things to keep it organized, as you know, you work in sprints, you have issues, so you're going to create different tasks. Let's say you have like, I don't know, maybe 8 tasks for the week. 8 tasks is going to be task number 1, task number 100, task number 101, whatever. You have a number. And when you create a new branch, this new branch will have, for instance, a name. It will be like git branch, the number of the issue 115, and then maybe some details, 115, fix bug data. And it's going to be your new branch. So then when you have branch, you know what was there for, and you know you're able to create issue. So this is something you can do in GitHub. When you work in a project, you're able to create this issue here, and then you do like, create it, I want to create a new one, etc., etc. And then you assign them to people. But this is when you work in a project with a different person. It's better to do this, and then you can link, branch, etc. to it. So this is how to keep it organized. Maybe a bit workable because you're able to navigate. To be able to keep it clean, it's I mean, we've seen how to delete branches, so you can be like, okay, I'm going to delete branches that I don't need, which is a first step. But in fact, it's a second step, right? You first need to learn how to come back from that tree to the master branch. So you've put some code here, you write some code, and then it is in that state, right? You have the master and you have your branch. And then if it is the best version, so let's say this pink dot, this pink commit is the best version, are you just going to stay here? No, you're not going to stay here, right? You want to merge it back to the master and say, oh, this is the best version, back to master. Because else you're going to create a new branch, you're going to be, oh, this one is the best one. I'm going to create another branch from here, I'm going to create another branch from here. And then you just end up with like infinite number of branch. So that's why in Git and how people are working, we prefer to create this branch and be like, okay, we have it there, and we go back to the master. We go back here. We have it created. It's all sorted, all good. But we know it's good enough, and we know pass every standard, every quality check we have, and this got to be my master. Else, if you never go back to your master branch, you just have a tree that is getting bigger and bigger with like lots of ramification. So it is not clean at all. You want to be able, to do this merge. This merge operation being like, oh, I have my commit here, and I'm going to go back here. We haven't seen first how does it look conceptually, and how does it look in practice. So as a set format as we did before to understand what is a commit, I will show you how to do it conceptually, to understand it, to be able to grasp what it is about. And then in a second time, we will see how to do it with code. Will be some tricky part maybe. Okay, so about the Git merge, it's somehow putting history back together again. I'm like, okay, this one will have this parent, it will come from there. So the git merge command lets you take two branches and put them back together in a single branches. So I mean, I have a new state, and I will know in that state that, okay, I was there before. But I was also there before, it's like a branch. So this is called a merge operation, and the keyword is git merge. If you want to check on internet, or if you want to go ahead and just spoil yourself, say, thrilling part of knowing git merge, do it. But I'm going to do it myself there. So about the git merge, let's go back to examples that we get before. So we have this commit 1, this commit 2, and this commit 3. We have this new branch that is created, that is on commit 4. And we have this master branch that is on commit 5. As seen before, commit 4 and commit 5 are both sons of commit 3. And then what's happening, my new branch, I did some new code, and I have a new commit, which is a new branch commit. And in commit 5 from the master, so I have 2 new code. So what I want to do, I have my commit 6, which is a snapshot, and I have my commit 5, which is also a snapshot. So I want to merge 6 into 5. So 6 is a snapshot to merge in, and I'm going to integrate the change I made here, if you want, in the commit 5. So I sort of merge my code together. So this is how conceptually we can explain git merge. But it's not, it's the step to do it is quite easy. What I want to do is I want to go back to my master branch and then be like, okay, I want to merge this one. And I want to merge what? My new branch. So I will put the name. So I'm going to do this, and first I'm going to go again through this. So I have my new branch here. I made modification to it. So it was a very pleasant day. Thanks you all. I'm saving it. This is saved. Then I do get status. Always get status. I'm in my new branch. Morgan new branch. What I want to do now, I want to do my git add text file. Okay, so what I wanted to do is I wanted to commit with the last changes. Changes, so it's good. So I did commit in my last changes, and now I can push. So I can push. It is asking me my password, security, and now you see I have put something and it said something. So now if I go to my repo here, I go to my repo and I can see my text. So if I see my text in my new branch, I can see the thank you all. So if I go into my history, I will see that I have this commit 8cc, that is the sound of L3, and L3 is this one. I mean L3 last numbers, right? So we here. So we commit our stuff. And then we're going to follow the steps written in the lecture. So I'm here. I have my commit 6. This commit 6 is this one. And then I would like to merge them together. So what I want to do is first I want to do git checkout master. Meaning I'm going to go back to my branch master. No problem. My branch is up to date. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do git merge because I want to merge into master from that branch. So which branch do I want to merge? I want to merge this Morgan new branch. Morgan new branch. So it works, and I need to here, it is still not updated here, right? If I go to my master here, it's not updated because this is just something I made locally. So now I do my git status to see how it looks, and I need to do git push. Git push up. Yeah, and then it told me total GitHub master. It's telling me it did the merge. So it did the merge because I see this was a different commit. I have it for my new branch, and it told me it has merged them into master. This is what it means. You know, you recognize the name here of my commit. I have this, the one here. 8cc is that commit. So we have this commit has been merged into master. So before, when I was going into master, it was not appearing. But now when I go to master, I see this like it was a very pleasant day. Thank you all. And so we see them in my stuff. So this is how it works to come back to a file. You might feel there is some things that can not work. Can be some problems. So more about the git merge now. So we've seen that when I get to commit 1, commit 2, commit 3, I get my new commit 6. When I do this merge is somehow what is happening in the background is I'm creating a new commit, this commit 7. And this commit 7 will have 2 parents, commit 5 and commit 6. So this new commit that basically you don't see because it's not here in the tracking history, but it exists somewhere. Just because you haven't modified the file somehow, it doesn't, I will say, already exist. So you see that this new commit 7, so about this commit that doesn't exist, also like when you create a new branch, sort of create a new commit, right? When you're there and you create this new stuff, it just, oh, I'm committing from there. And you haven't made changes, but it's still some of fakely created a commit. So if you really track all the commit number, you will see it. This sort of fake, you will see appearing somewhere. So basically, this new commit 7 is quite particular because it has 2 parents, commit 6 and commit 5. And then this new branch stay here, commit 6. And I will be, oh, no, my master is there. So my master went from there, integrate the modification I've made, because in commit 7 I have the modification from commit 6, and then I will put them in my master. So my master is like, oh, no, I updated it. So basically, I made this. I managed to be there. I was there, and I'm like, okay, master, no, you're here. You know, that's where you should look at in the code you have. So I managed to merge the different things together. That's what is important here. I have my snapshot to merge in, my snapshot to merge into. So I merge my new branch into my commit. And then I did this 2 command, git checkout master, git merge the branch I want to check out with. You have to be careful about the step. Always do a get status to check where you are. You don't want to be in your branch and merge the master branch to you. There is possibility to revert everything you do in Git because you have save and you have different version. So if you make an error in Git, you can do this git revert command and be, oh, I want to go back to this commit, and you will like do git revert, name of the commit you want to come back. Because this is also possible if you make mistakes in Git, you can always come back, unless you erase all your code, or I don't know. But yeah, there is always, if you push it to, if your code is pushed, then you can always go back. That's what is sort of important and nice to understand, that enables you to work, I would say, very efficiently somehow. So this is where you commit 7 here. He has 2 parents, 6 and 5, and your master is now pointing to commit 7. What's happening? So about the Git merge, so we have this different commit. Commit 2 is only having 1 parent, commit 3 1 parent, 4 and 5 2. And when you merge, is having the same parent, so 3 is having 2 children. But commit 7 is having 2 parents. So it's one of the only cases where you will have 2 parents, because these 2 snapshots pointed to by the branch tip are the ancestor of the 2. I have 2 parents for 6, 7, 6, and 5. So I have this snapshot, and they're pointed by the branch tip of the common ancestor. So for 5, I have parents 3, 6. Yeah. So it's like the direction is like children to parents, if you haven't understood from the arrows. And then master is pointing to commit 7, meaning the code I'm going to run now for master. If I'm like, please run master code, it's going to be 7. But this branch is not deleted, right? So maybe what I want to do is I want to delete my new branch, because I'm like, okay, no, it's merged into master. If I look into master, I have my code. So maybe I just want to delete my branch. So I will go back to my thing here. I will maybe do my git branch list. I will have test branch online, master Morgan new branch. I'm like, okay, Morgan new branch has been merged. So maybe I can do Morgan D, Morgan new branch. So I will just delete. Is it Morgan new branch? Morgan new branch. So now it's deleted. I do git status. I'm still on my branch master, and I can do my git push. Okay, so I'm doing my git push. I have to put my password. I hope I didn't make any mistake. No, I made a mistake in my password. Hopefully it's good now. Everything is up to date. So here I go. I'm like, okay, and now when I do my git branch here, I will see that I just have this master and the state branch online. I don't have any more the branch I have. So here it is there. But my branch still exists online, so I can also go online and delete it. So I could do new branch, and I can be like, oh, delete this branch here. It also works like this. You can also delete them, stuff like this, But you still keep in history how that branch sort of was. Yeah, so this is how it works. And how you can explain that, yeah, this commit are going to different direction with different parents. So conceptually how this is working, and then how you do this codingly. So coding looks what easier when everything is pushed up to date, then you go. Yeah, so that's it about the merge. And finally, as I show you, we just close and delete our branch. Yeah, in the next part, we're going to see what can go wrong with the merge. As seen, yeah, you can feel there might be some things that is not going right, and that's going to be the topic for the next session.